This week on Stubborn Grit.
Someone called this overkill, but when you don't know what you're doing, keep going and hope that you're not making it worse.
His wife and he are building a house together. Sweat equity. It's like a marriage workshop. Build the dream. How hard can it be? How long will it take? They don't have a clue. They're doing it themselves. Ignorance is bliss. Will they survive? Will their teenagers thrive? What's wrong with you people? Are they crazy? Maybe. Dream big. Don't quit. Stubborn grit.
Someone might call this engineering. It's really more of an experimental. I don't have a clue. I'm combining some of my fence post technique, and this is also maybe some of my road work experience building the gravel road out here. Yeah, below this I put some big like riprap pieces. Well, actually more like 1.5 to 2 inch, which some engineers would say is self-consolidating, but you'd have to get a pretty thick layer to get it built up pretty good. The soil's kind of soft down there. I'm gonna say 1,000, maybe 1,250, somewhere in that range. It's hard for me to tell because it's such a small sampled area here, and I'm using this little pitometer. This is my lightest load, this corner here. So I used a bar. Use this bar here to pound those big rocks in, and then put some 3/4 and some fines in there to kind of fill in the gaps. And then I'm going to put layers of fabric and build it up with this 3/4 minus, really. Maybe 1 inch or so at a time. And I folded it over to contain really just a couple inches of stone. And I'm going to put another layer of fabric on top and fold it up as well so it doesn't work its way into the side of that softer soil there. This is my theory, this is my plan. Keep them separated. My idea of engineering, and I'm not an engineer, but anyway, it's my understanding that this fabric really doesn't kick in until it's under tension, kind of like rebar. It's got to be under tension for it to get to the point where it can maybe stabilize it. If I can keep the water away from it, that's probably the biggest issue. Again, I'm pretty much guessing at this point, and I'm trying to get this done in a very short time, so we'll see. Now we're going to put in another layer of this road fabric. This is the woven fabric. This is a textile out of somewhere in Texas, I believe. A little staple would be nice. There we go. If I really wanted to do this right, I'd run that fabric up that way. There's actually some fabric already under there. It'd be ideal to run that longer and tie this in. But I do have it run longer this way.
I think most people less stubborn than I would just dig down to undisturbed soil and be done with it, especially for residential stick frame construction. At first, we thought the whole back side of the building was going to be too soft, but once we dug a bit deeper, it all firmed up. Except for this back corner, which will have an 8x8 post sitting on top, with one of the lightest vertical loads in the building.
So now I'm working some fines in there. This is basically block sand. See if I can get this to fill in some of those voids. I already had some of this mixed in already. Someone called this overkill. But when you don't know what you're doing, keep going and hope that you're not making it worse. That's the hope.